kind of got involved by accident. When I was 18, I moved over from Children's Hospital Services in Temple Street Hospital to St Vincent's University Hospital, which is the National Referral Centre for adults with CF. And basically, the same year, the Pollock report was released, which basically said that services for adults with cystic fibrosis in Ireland were at a dangerous level of neglect, basically, and that people were suffering because of them compared to other countries. So I moved over at a time where kind of feathers were being ruffled by this report, and then I saw the situation myself, and it was like a culture shock. You know, I was so angry about the situation and I just wanted to do something, and my dad's friend suggested I write a letter to the newspaper, and that's what I did, and that's kind of how campaigning started, kind of unwittingly.
Orla's one of the few young female voices we have in the Irish Times, and that the gift she brings to us shouldn't be underestimated. She's fantastic. She writes really, really well. She knows what she's talking about. People listen to her because of that. She has a lot of kudos and a lot of respect. She brings a lot to the table, and we shouldn't underestimate her value. She really is an inspiration to young women, but not just to young women. As you can see, she's an inspiration for me too.
Because then I was invited onto the Marion Finucane's show, and I really thought that when I did that, people would go, oh my God, this is such an injustice, people are dying, you know, earlier than their European counterparts. We're going to change this, we're going to give them single en-suite rooms. And the more then that I looked into it, I realised that people have been campaigning for years. The most rewarding part is when you see little changes happen. I mean, it's taken a very long time for a change to happen for people with CF in Ireland, because I mean, I started when I was 18, but as I said, there were people who started like 12 years before me, and now I'm 24, so I spent 5 years doing this. And so it's a funny thing, because you think you've gotten somewhere and someone promises something and they say, yes, your unit is being built, it will be built by the end of 2010. And our unit isn't built yet, you know what I mean? It's 2011. So it's an interesting thing. So I kind of try not to hope too much. I just remain positive, and just, I feel like a lot of people with CF feel, which is that, you know, be positive, but believe it when you see it, you know? We're not victims, you know what I mean? We just want to live our life, but we will fight for our needs, you know? I think it's really important to be visible as a young woman. And I think it's important to follow your passion. So if you feel like you want to save the whales or something, or whatever you want to do, you know, it's important to kind of pursue that. And I don't think it's necessarily, I don't think you have to be at the front of it the whole time, but I think it's important that if you're passionate about something, that you should get into it and see where that leads you.
And younger women really do hold the future hopes of previous generations in our hands, because they have the skills, and they have skills in a new media environment which we really need them to bring to the table, and they are bringing to the table, just they can't get through the door quite often. And we need to, those of us women who are already in the media, need to be opening the doors and holding them open and making sure that young women come through those doors and actually get a profile in the media. It's not good enough for society not to listen to half of its population. So half of the young population are women. We need to hear what they want to do and what they bring to the table for the future. We need to know what they want in politics, and we need to know what they want in culture, and they need to be represented everywhere, because they're whole people, they've got interests everywhere.
I mean, I know for myself, it was hard to be a woman in charge of the campaign a lot of the time, because there's a lot of masculine sort of energy coming in from other people saying, this is what you should do, I think this is better, I think this, and you have to really stand your ground in that and know yourself, you know. I think it all comes down to just knowing what you want and knowing who you are, and just not giving up on that, you know.